Hey everybody, it's Nick from Android Headlines. Today we got a little demo of the brand new DevKit 2 for the HTC Vive, and that's going to include a couple of new things. It's not just the head unit itself, but also the controllers as well. So the new controllers look quite a bit different, and they actually feature little trackpads on each one that are very similar to the Steam controller if you've ever seen or used that one before. So you will recognize those immediately for sure if you have seen that before. You're also going to look at some slightly different ergonomics on here, a different look overall, and just in general, it's a better controller. This is going to have some brand new vibration motors in it that feel just a little bit more tactile, and they have just a better, more precise vibration in general. Moving on to the unit, this one is also going to be a little more ergonomic. It's lighter, it's sleeker, it looks better, and it's smaller. So unlike the original unit where the headpiece actually had protruding sensors that could probably get caught on something, I guess if you ran into the wall, this one does not have that. It actually just has little pock marks on there, and it's a smooth surface all around. There's a brand new camera underneath, and this is going to allow you to see the room around you, which sort of was the big thing on the Vive before, where it could create a grid. This time though, you can actually double click on the button below the trackpad, and that will turn the camera on so that you can actually see the entire room in sort of a bluish VR fashion. So they actually put a chair in the middle of the room, and they had me try to sit on it, which is really cool because with most VR headsets, you obviously wouldn't be able to tell anything that was going on in the room. Whereas with the new Vive, when you turn on the camera, you can see exactly what's going on. So you can see that cord that comes out of the back of the unit, which is still unfortunately pretty awkward. And of course, I could sit in the chair without falling on my butt or falling over or whatever, which is also nice in case you're in a living room or somewhere like that where there's definitely going to be some big obstacles. So jumping right into the demos here, the first one we got to try was Portal, which of course everybody loves. It's got lots of humor. It's a cool little interactive section. It's basically just a few little humorous pieces. There's not necessarily much of a game here. One of the first things I got to try out here is the extended arm capability that they put in. So when you hold down the button and reach, it actually puts the arm out further than you would be able to reach in the VR world, which is really cool since walking across the room is an option, but you can't necessarily walk through the whole room depending on the size of the room itself. Since this was a little restricted, we had to put the camera in the corner, and unfortunately it keeps the video a bit small, but there's not a whole lot we can do, and thankfully HTC let us record the demo this time around, unlike how we had at IFA. As we move through the demo, the humor continues, and of course we start to work on a robot, which is really awesome because you pull out the robot's head and all the parts come out and rotate. You can rotate the individual parts. The narrator sort of gets you freaked out a little bit because he starts talking real fast, telling you only have 30 seconds to fix the robot before it self-destructs. And of course there's no actual goal in here other than to just look at all the detail and all the things going on in the world. This is using definitely a newer engine than all the Portal games use. This is probably Source 2, which looks very, very nice. The Vive has lots of detail, and the GeForce 980 Ti that this is running off of definitely has plenty of power to run this demo at. The new lenses really help with the view. It keeps things really, really natural feeling. The second I put the headset on, I felt like I was in the VR world. There was really no adjustment whatsoever. Basically, it's super natural as soon as you start using it. The new controllers feel really, really good. It uses two units positioned on tripods in the corners of the room, so when you get this in your own house, you could probably mount them on the walls or something like that, or however they do the final consumer unit. But this helps with tracking the controllers in addition to all the sensors on the headset itself. So you have that front-facing camera to help it keep you from running into walls and other objects in the room. You have all the sensors that track all the hand movements, all your body movements, the other sensors in the room that track where you actually are in the room and where you're walking. So there's a lot of spatial positioning and a lot of really, really accurate positioning here as well. Overall, of course, this demo was more humorous and interesting than it was really a game because, well, there's not a whole lot of game material in here, but there's definitely teasers of a brand new Portal, and that is super exciting for anybody that has played Portal before and anybody that's used a VR headset before, because something like Portal could be really, really trippy in VR. So we really definitely enjoyed this demo. It was just as good as at IFA and even better with the new hardware. Stay tuned for some more Vive videos that we've got. We've got a whole bunch of other demos to show you, and of course plenty of content from CES on the site. Check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google+. We're even on Snapchat as well. So be sure to check out Android Headlines, and thanks for watching. Until next time.